Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Farming Simulator 22. There, see? I'm holding it and it's unloading it. There, so we got to do it like that. So I can chuck those out. A lot there. And a lot there. So it doesn't like unloading them off of that one. For some strange reason. There's another 193. We can have a look at our finances in here and we can see exactly what we got from that. August, September right there. Property income's 180. Production costs so far is 1. Sold products, 241 euros. We've made a fortune. We have made ourselves a fortune. So, you know what? We're delivery people. We can use this entrance. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. We're delivery folk. We have special rules. The rules don't apply to us the same as they do to other more common folk. We have our own special rules, us delivery people. Because without us, the supermarket can't open in the first place. So they give us special dispensations to use the wrong entrance. And, I mean, that's what we were doing in the last series when we were delivering grain. But we had no choice because we had tractor and trailer. We had to go in the other side. And that's what we'll end up doing this time with our next load of pallets, because they're going to be on a trailer rather than on the back of this Mahindra. This is a one-off. I don't think we'll be doing this again. The Mahindra, though... Whoop, steady. Mahindra is here to stay in this series. I don't plan to get rid of this one. I have been told by a fan of the channel, in the comment section, there is a piece of cheese here somewhere. Somewhere near this Odomat. There's a piece of cheese... somewhere around there, near the fence line right here. So we will look for that. That's going to be on our to-do list, but we're not going to do that just yet. We're going to go whizzing up this way. Because this is where we were talking about having our extra, having our track in here. So that one we come up to here, and then... this is the difficult bit, is doing the switchback bit. I was kind of thinking that we would switch back in between the rocks there, and then we come across this way along the top with the final bit of switchback so that we get here up to the top of the farm. It's kind of what I was thinking of doing, but I don't know yet. I haven't fully decided what we're going to do with that. And there, right. I'm really starting to wish that I hadn't spent quite so many thousands on doing that, because I could have bought my trailer already, but, well, live and learn. Does anybody know where I put the tractor? I'll put it over here. Now, we've had one day go by. We're on 8,600. I put one tanker load of water into each, and then I also put 2,500. So we've used roughly 1,000 water so far. You seem, yeah, that'd be about right, I guess. We do 128 water per hour. What's that going to be? 1,280, 2,560, plus another 500, 2,000, 3,000, about 3,000 a day, something like that. Right, well, I've got one load here. I've got 410 extra litres of strawberry, tomatoes still to go. And then the strawberries here, I've got all the pallets plus another 2,000 litres right there. So we can get a little bit of money out of that. I've got 7,000 litres of water here, which is about 750 euros to buy. I'll go and unload this one, and then we'll get another tanker load of water, and we'll put that one into the second greenhouse. And then we can go and get the trailer hooked on, and we can start doing some bales. And maybe, just maybe, let's come down in through here. Actually, this road isn't too bad. What we've got here. It's a little bit of a squeeze, but we can't afford to be digging it out too much. It's expensive. It's a very, very expensive proposition to dig this out. This is why this is part of the challenge of doing this on the mountainside. Like, it's not easy to be able to put your greenhouses and that onto the side of a mountain. You got to spend the money on building the foundations and digging stuff out, and this is partly why I wanted to do it like this. Going to make it more interesting for us. We've got this challenge now, and we've already used up any available money, so now we've got to try and sell some goods in an efficient way. So I want one more load of this, and then we can start working on some bales. Hopefully By the time I am ready to start loading those bales, I will have magically found an auto-load trailer for bales as well. Not that we can afford it at the moment, but, you know, the thought is there. Alrighty then. It has been weeks and weeks since I've actually done any recording because of having COVID and so on. Things have changed quite considerably. There's been the 1.2 update. We've got some mods, some new mods as well. I've got one mod that now allows me to adjust terrain near the greenhouses and so on, which is something I desperately wanted. The 1.2 update has also changed these, which means that these pallets here are all just little part pallets, and now any new pallets that come out will be 500 litre pallets, but we kind of need to get rid of these first. Now, at the moment, the only way I've got of getting rid of them is putting them on a trailer, transporting them away, and eventually I would like to be able to change the trailer to the autoload one because it's just so much easier. So we do have an autoload trailer that is now available. I've looked at it in a bit more detail in the other series, but we do have it. It's that one there, the pallet autoloader. It's 9,000 euros though, which means that we ain't going to be able to buy it quickly and easily. Those machines at the moment are on sale. So I got 1,500 euros right now. And, oh, the other thing is we've now gotten rid of the needs ploughing across everything. So we've got the needs ploughing still on our actual fields, and then we've got these bits over here. So you can see that one's covered in stones. That one is as well. There's lime requirements. There's ploughing requirements here. So we need to plough this, and it also needs lime as well on our grass, but we're not going to worry about that. In FS19, ploughing and lime requirements didn't have any impact on the performance of grass. So I don't know if that's still the same or not. That may have changed. It may not have. I'm not really sure. Now, at the moment, I got 8,600 litres of water in that greenhouse, and I got 15,000 in the one that's doing the strawberries. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this tanker load of water. I'm going to smash the corner of the greenhouse right there because I put these two close together. And I think what we'll do is we'll bring it up this way a bit, and then we'll reverse it in. I'm going to have to do something different here. We're going to have to do a little bit more. Oh, I don't need to get that close, so we can just go into the side. We will do a little bit more landscaping, but I'm going to wait until I've got some money. So I'm going to wait until after I've bought the auto-load trailer for the pallets, because I don't want to be messing around with these pallets all the time. We're going to have more pallets that will be coming from the sheep as well, so we're going to have lots of pallets coming out, and I don't really want to be sort of messing around with that. So I've got about 15,000, 16, just under 16 in both of these greenhouses, and we'll be able to get some stuff out of there. So the tomatoes, they don't have a full pallet yet. It's 500 litre pallets. The strawberries, we've got 4 pallets in there. And if we go and have a look in here, so we've got hay at the moment, and we can sell that at 48. That's it. It's currently September, which is about as low as it's going to get for hay. If we wait until January before we sell, we could get a bit more money, I reckon. See, this is the problem. One thing that really irritates me about this is supposed to show a historic record of the prices, but what it doesn't do is actually give you any numbers. There are no numbers on this graph. It could mean anything at all. This could be 48 here. This could be 50 right here, right? There is literally no indication whatsoever of what those prices would actually be. And that's something that does irritate me a little bit about it. I am somewhat disappointed with that. But, I mean, overall, it's not too bad. So, the greenhouses, it doesn't matter what the fluctuations are. I'm going to sell stuff as and when it becomes available. So, we got the supermarket for tomatoes and lettuce and strawberries. We don't have anywhere else. We've already taken a few using the Mahindra. We already did that last time. So, this time, what I'd like to do is load up as many as I can onto our trailer. We've got this kind of slope out the front here. I will be doing more landscaping. I do want to landscape this a bit better. Now that I've got the mod that allows me to properly landscape and texture and so on right underneath placeables and everything, that's one that I was desperately waiting for, and it's one that we will be making use of. So we're going to make good use of that one in this series. And it's something that is needed. So there's a little bit of wool up there. I've got some bales on this trailer, but not a lot of bales. So we can load a few more bales onto this trailer, and we could take these away and sell them. So I mean, if I put that, I got 9,000 litres. Now, that's not going to get me a great deal. Unfortunately, selling hay is not really going to get us very much, is it? So the animal dealer, 48, that's per 1,000 litres. Well, everything is per 1,000. So at 48, I mean, what do we get? We can get like 450, 500 euros. That's it. It's nothing. It's not really worth it, is it? So what I figure that we should do then is, if I do that a minute, there is another thing that I also want to do. I think I may have shown you this, although I think there's also some newer ones. If we go to construction and we have sheds, scroll up here to the end, there's vehicle workshop ramps, which is actually quite cool. There's a couple of little sheds here, right? This is perfect. So there's one little shed there, there's concrete floor in that one. That's absolutely amazing. And then there's another little one right here that we can use. These sheds are perfect for putting the hay in for the sheep. They're absolutely wonderful. That's pretty much just what I wanted. But we don't have the money to go and pay for them right now, so we're going to have to leave them. What we'll do instead is we will just drop the hay down here, and we will leave it. Eventually we will get another sheep pen, and we'll put it down here, and then I'm going to try and like do something with the slope in between. We can now adjust this slope a little bit more accurately, and I think that's going to help us out a bit. What I may consider doing, if I come over here, and this is something that I really love about the new version of the game, is if I go with the sheep right here and I take the new pen, even though we don't have the money, we can at least see where we want to go and place things down. So I could go and do this. If I was to extend that bit of ramp up there out a little bit, we could basically do it like this. So the sheep pen itself would be lowered down by quite a bit, but I could put the two pens facing each other, and then we could have two lots of sheep in there. I mean, they only take 15 sheep in each one, so we really don't have very many sheep in each one. But that could be a good way of doing it. The prices, didn't actually check. 26,000 for that one. This one at 25 is 51,000. So it's double the price. Well, not quite double the price, but it's not close to double the number of animals. I mean, we do have to put water in this one. So we would be better off getting a second one of them rather than selling the pen and buying that one. This one here takes 65 animals, though, and that's 97. That one's worth it. That one is actually worth it, because it would be 78,000 if we had 3 of those, and that would give us 45 sheep. And then another one would take 78. That would take us up to 104,000, and we still wouldn't have the same number of sheep as we'd have in a large barn. So the large barn ultimately is the better option, even if it does only take 65 sheep. I've gotten a whole load of mods for extra animals and things like that as well, which we will be using. Well, possibly be using. Now, originally, this hardcore series was going to be doing a whole load of contracts, and now they have actually, with 1.2, one of the adjustments that was made was the amount of money that gets paid out for hired help, which means that several of the contracts would now actually be worth doing. So we'll also have a look at a couple of contracts. I just want to quickly take these bales off of this trailer so that we are ready to start putting the pallets down by the greenhouse onto the trailer here. And then we want to have a look at some contracts. I would like to make enough money to buy the autoload trailer. I'm making no apologies. I am having an autoload trailer, and I think that that is absolutely fine to use that. I mean, we can have a look at it because we're now 500 litres per pallet rather than much smaller pallets. Maybe we can get away with not doing that. Let me just shut that one off a minute, and we'll have a look at the contracts that are available. 2 baling jobs up here. I'm not going to worry about starting those at the moment. So we've got cultivating jobs here. Now, I think cultivating jobs might actually be worth it. I mean, this one here, I lose 1,540 off of the price, so I would still potentially get 1,300 euros. Depends how much he spends out on wages. So I'm going to take that one. I'm going to accept that contract. I've got a refresh contracts mod. I shouldn't have... no, I shouldn't have accepted it. I did that wrong. That means I've got to pay for it myself. So, cancel that. Yes. Use all payments. And then collect. And then refresh contracts like that. It didn't come up again. That was a stupid mistake on my part. Right, field 3. Let's just have a look at field 3. I made a big mistake. Frithgar made a boo-boo. Field 3. Field 3 there. Ploughing. Potentially, he is offering us 5,399. I need to borrow items if I want to do this. Use your own equipment. If borrow items is 1,200, so that takes me down to 4,000. If we spend out 2,000 in wages, which is probably what we'd get, that, you know, I think that one might not be so bad. It's going to take a while to get it done, but I think that one could be pretty good. So we'll grab that job. And we'll go and get started on that one first. So we'll jump down here. We have a black Deutz Fahr Agro Farm tractor right here. Plough could be bigger, but not too shabby, I suppose. We'll go and put that one on. So the original point of the series was I was supposed to be doing, it was, you know, contracting. Well, that was kind of like the last series. I'm still wanting to do contracting, but I rather like the idea of us having our own place. You know, we've got our own land. He stopped! The dude actually stopped walking. We've got to do this again. Let's have a look. Oh, that is so cool! That is so cool. They actually stop for the traffic. The people don't walk through your tractor anymore. They actually stand and wait. How awesome is that? That's just another one of those little tiny details that they've added into this game that make it that much superior to anything we played previously. That is just amazing that they go and do that. That is absolutely fantastic. I am genuinely thrilled with that bit. I think that is really cool. Now, let's whiz on around here. So we could potentially make about 2,000 euros for this particular run. And I've got, I mean, we do have a front loader and we've got pallet forks back at our farm. And with the 500 litre pallets, potentially we could still just load our own stuff and not worry about getting a getting the auto load trailer just yet. We could go and do that. I am kind of tempted to do that. I guess we'll see. I mean, we can sort of try things out and see how we get on, but for now we'll aim to get the money to be able to do it. So what I'm going to want to do in here, let me unfold that one. I'm going to want to do, ideally I guess I'd want to do maybe 2 passes on this side, so let's turn the plough over. I would guess 2 passes on this side and then just start the hired help running. Just bring that over a bit further. Like that. I love the sound from the tractor. Like all the sounds, the machinery moving around, it clonks and bangs against each other. It's absolutely brilliant. And I like the whole stone thing, the new visuals here for the ploughing. I know that the soil, like the dynamic soil texture thing that a lot of people wanted didn't really happen. Well, it hasn't happened. I'm fine with that personally. I know that that game, what was it, Cattle and Crops? That was like the big thing that they set out to do, but Cattle and Crops doesn't seem to have gotten anywhere. It was years ago now that they set out to go and do that, and it still doesn't seem to have amounted to anything. I would rather have a game that works and doesn't give me the extra fancy bells and whistles than have a game that doesn't really work and does provide like a little tiny bit extra. I'm really not that concerned about the whole dynamic soil thing, and my guess is the reason that they haven't done it is because of the massive amount of strain that it would put onto consoles. Because they don't just make the game for new consoles, they also make the game for the older consoles. The joy of Farming Simulator is that even with the PC side of things, you can run this game and have beautiful settings with it on a powerful PC, but you can also play the game on a potato. And being able to play the game on a potato is kind of something that they try to do right from the start. And if they have dynamic soil that, you know, changes in texture as you drive through it and things like that, it's gonna take up more system resources. It's gonna take system resources away from other aspects of the game. So personally, I'm not at all sorry that we don't have it. If they're able to do it at some point in the future, yeah, ideal, that's great. I'll be very pleased to see it. But it's not a sort of make or break type situation for me in the slightest. I'm really not that concerned about it. I do really love the visuals that we've got. We've got so many new visuals with this version now. Like just the plough itself working in the field, it looks really cool. I like that. And the whole stone thing. I'm actually really like. I quite like the stone thing to start with, but the more I'm sort of using it and getting used to it, the more I'm liking it. I mean, it's a little bit of there is one aspect of it that has really annoyed me, and that is on the time-lapse series I planted poplar, and that churned up a whole load of stones, and I got no way to get rid of the stones after planting the poplars, and that is something that has really irritated me. I don't like that aspect of it, but other than that, I really like the whole stone thing. Like the big stones here that we're digging up with the plough right now, the only way to get rid of these, I believe, is with the stone picker. I don't think that you can get rid of these stones any other way. If you're just doing light cultivation, you can roll stones back in, and I think that's quite cool. I actually quite like that. Okay, so we're going to set the hired help going here. It's going to start working down this side of the field right here. I'm hoping that those 3 passes there will be enough. We'll keep a little bit of an eye on him just while he starts up going up through here. And turns around and comes back. Just make sure that works alright. And then we will go back up to our farm. Actually, we could also do... we could maybe get another job or 2 going as well. But you can see from the money ticking down that, yes, we're still paying out wages. but it doesn't seem to be quite as savage as it was previously. We don't seem to be paying out as much. Although that being said, it's still 10 or 15 euros for a single pass across the field. I reckon that it would take 2,000 euros in wages to finish this field. And yeah, I mean, even if it takes 2,500 to 3,000 euros in wages to finish this field, we're still going to be in profit. We will still make a little bit of money. I like this tractor. This tractor looks really cool. I do like this one. Look at that. Beautiful tractor, isn't it? There's a beast of a machine there. So we're going to leave this one working away. We'll see how much our money ticks down. And I did really want to get that auto-load trailer, but now that the pallets are so much bigger and we get 500-litre pallets rather than 100-litre pallets, it's not quite as urgent. I will get one, but it's less of a priority for me. So while this dude is busy doing that, we've got a whole load of fertilizer jobs here that we could go and take if we had a fertilizer spinner, and we could make a lot of money doing this. So maybe getting a fertilizer spinner should be something that we do before we think about getting an auto-load trailer. And then we could go and do all those fertilizer jobs. I don't want to spend too much time doing fertilizer jobs. These cultivating jobs, I can't see that they're going to make us any money at all. I don't think they're going to be worth doing. This ploughing one, I do think is worth doing. Spraying, and then we got sowing jobs there. That's, oh, there's wheat. So, field 14 with wheat. They're going to pay us nearly 12,000 euros to do that. I mean, yeah, we've got to buy the seed. Field 14. It's quite a big field. I haven't got the money to buy the seed at the moment. Same as I haven't got the money to buy the fertilizer or the fertilizer spin. So we will leave that for a minute. We'll leave this dude to now carry on and do that. And we are going to go up here. We're going to load all of the pallets that we've got. And the pallets that we've got, the moment we can load by hand. There's also a whole load of bales kicking around in this field. So we might try and shift a few of them. And I'm going to want to kind of change what we've got here with this road, because this is not really very good at the moment. We're going to need to do some more work with that, but that costs a lot of money, so it's not a high priority for me at all. Now all of these pallets, I should be able to pick them up by hand because they're 165 yes, I can pick these up by hand, so we can put these up and put on the trailer like that. And then that one there is 500. I can't pick that one up by hand. So these part pallets we can pick these up. We'll put them onto the trailer like that. And there'll be 4 large pallets that will turn up. Unfortunately, folks, that is all we have got time for today. A massive thank you to everybody who has earned their way into the Great Book of Names. To find out some more details about all the names coming past, please head into the description and click on the link to the Discord. It's a link to another video. The link is on the other video. Please also consider checking out the links there for Nitrado, who provide gaming servers for games like Farming Simulator, Minecraft, Ark, and several others. And there's also Fanatical, who will help support your gaming habit by providing you with cheap games and also giving me a small commission on anything that you buy using my link. If you've enjoyed this particular video, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.